Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. Got an order of fish to unbox, but before I do that, I got stuff in the way. I've got a whole order of reef nutrition stuff here. Came in this morning with fish, so I thought I'd go ahead and do a quick shout out. The reef nutrition is live or concentrated food, primarily for your reef tanks. Get your pods and phytoplanktons, things like that in there. Lots of great, wonderful nutrition for your tank. Pro tip: if you're working with your pods and you're not going to dose the whole thing when you get home, pop it open when you put it in the fridge. They last longer. Close them when you got them on the cart so they don't get spilled everywhere. Let's see. Today we also got betta brine, which can obviously go to a betta, but anybody who eats brine and shrimp can get the fresh brine. Archaepods, another type of pod. Mice's feast. All my saltwater fish just go bananas for Mice's shrimp, which is actually a freshwater shrimp. Freshwater fish, but I don't know, they probably go after that. Phyto feast, like I mentioned before. The Rhodey feast, the feasts are concentrated. And then of course the tiger pods, super popular item from Reef Nutrition, Phyto feast also. So got the live foods and the concentrated foods from Reef Nutrition. They're in the fridge with the mealworms of all places. One of these days I'm going to get like a wine fridge or something for the front that'll have glass front. Not this week, maybe next. Let's get into some fish. I know I got some really cool stuff on this order. At least 4 different things that we've never had in the shop before. Not a particularly large order this week, and we're going to go split. Our saltwater order will come in tomorrow. So hopefully it'll be seamless. You guys won't tell the difference. First thing out of the box is some cories. These are elegance cories. Not the first time we've ever had those, but we don't get them that often. Elegance cories are a moderate price, very cool striped cory. Next up are some platies. Got a lot of platies on this order actually. These are sunsets. We always put them under a sorted number, but gotta have platies, right? Oh, here's a discus, lost some water, but he looks like he's in good shape. This is a tiger turquoise 3-inch discus. Got a couple of those guys. Didn't have a lot to choose from on discus this week, otherwise we would have bought more because we sold a ton of discus this month. Last month, I should say, today's first. Red snake skin guppies, got a bunch of guppies on this week's order also. There's that other tiger turquoise, he's got a little more water. We'll have to get those guys into a tank here pretty quick. Next up is cardinal tetras, restock on those guys. Main tank is under quarantine right now. We'll put those in a different tank, make sure that we have some available for you guys to buy. Got a whole bunch of these guys. Pink-tailed chelseas, got 2 types of pink-tailed chelseas that are regular in the hobby. These and the yellowfins, we've got large grow-out yellowfins, and these guys came in nice and big. Got about a half a dozen of them. Schooling tetra, about a big fish, you can get 10, 11 inches in your tank. Another platy type. This is blue coral platies. Gotta love anything with the name coral in it, so there you go. Let's move those out. And hey, Gary, where's the rest of my fish?
Well, I was doing some water changes and kind of made a mess on the floor.
And I see a puddle instead of my pile of fish.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna have to go backwards.
Yep.
I think I can do it.
I believe in you.
Oh, before I do that, we've got another box. This is a fish. That's frozen food. We got Ocean Nutrition, Prime Reef, and some rods. Restock on that, and some of the San Francisco Bay brand stuff. Got split in some brine shrimp with the spirulina. I think I got some of the multi-packs too. Fantastic restock. Rods, San Francisco Bay brand, and Ocean Nutrition. Usually we don't do unboxings on frozen food, but why not? Today we'll do something different. Lots, as you know, a ton of frozen food available here. 2 full freezers. And we also have frozen dog food. Believe it or not, one of these days I'm going to get that moved from the grocery shop over here so you guys can find it. But we carry a ton of stuff you never knew we had. Next is guppies, more guppies for your viewing pleasure. Assorted females, gotta have those. They just go with the guys. Bettas, more females. These are half moon candy female bettas. Fantastic and beautiful. A whole bunch of these guys too. These are blood parrot cichlids. Got 6 of those. A whole bunch of bags with blood parrots in it. I'll pull each one of them out because they kind of look the same. Next is a Geophagus species, Altocinu, they say, or gold dust Geophagus. This is one of the ones I have never seen before. So that is a new fish for me. So a new fish for you. Green neons restock, gotta have them. Came in tiny. It's all right. Green neons are one of the smaller neon types anyway. Silver arowana baby, not tiny, but not big. Give him a few meals, he'll get bigger pretty quick. baby monster though. Make sure you have a huge tank ready for that guy. Golden nugget pleco, actually another big pleco. They get about 10 inches. Hard to get them that big in a tank though. You got to have a lot of biofilm to keep those guys growing. They are really a biofilm only eater. That's why they're so good on algae, blood parrots. Gold nuggets are so great on algae because they go after the biofilm that the algae's sitting on, and they're ravenously hungry. Rocket gar, or the Hajuda gar. First time I had those in a little while. I like to get them occasionally. Fun fish. Saw those guys already. Saw those guys already. And I saw those guys. So that's it from that box. Let's open up. Alright, working my left, my right. So like all the muscles are screaming at me, we don't go this way. Oh, can't see them, but those are glass cats. Can't see them because they're glass cats. Next is some more earth eaters. These are the Geophagus abelos, or Columbian syrinemensis, which is an oxymoron. Syrinemensis means earth eater from Suriname, and they're from Colombia. But similar red striped cichlid. Golden leopard platy, that is 3 of 4 platy types on this week's order. Okay, here's number 4. These are red platies. So 4 dozen platies for your live bearer of pleasure. Pink-tailed Celsius, gotta love it. Got a half dozen, like I said. Hey, haven't had these in a little while. These are bamboo shrimp, Singapore shrimp, and a good size. I think I got one tiny one over there still, but I'm having a hard time getting those. So happy to restock those for you. Dwarf chain loach, one of my absolute favorite little snail patrol loaches. Much better than most. That guy didn't make it. Gotta have air in your bag to make it. Red tuxedo swordtail. Haven't had tuxes in for a while, so got those now. Fantastic to be able to offer that. And that's one more box. Looks like they shoved our bags just a little bit tight this week. Got a couple of them that tried to get deflated. I have to mention that. Here's another one. They're just shoving one in every box. Here's another batch of eels. These are yellow spiny eels. I like these guys. They're the Macronathus genus, which are the smaller type of eels. Sometimes it's a little bit challenging to get them to eat well, so watch and make sure they're eating what you're offering them. Bloodworms, brine shrimp are usually a good choice to get them good and fat. There's albino Anea cory cats. Restock on those. He who dies with the most cories wins, and you've got a lot of cories, so you must be winning. Here's a betta for you. Very pretty. Do I tell you which one it is? Nah, come down and see. Beautiful bettas always at the Big River. Let's see, next is, what is it? Orange Flame Bimba. I know what I forgot to order this week. I was going to order some Scarlet Batis, and I totally forgot to. That's why I pulled up the Bimbas. They look like giant Scarlet Batis, but they're not. They're tiny Bimbas, which is your Moriai's, Tropheus Mori. Here's another cool betta. Whoa. And last but not least in this box is red bala sharks. We haven't had these in about 5 years. They only come through really, really rarely. They're silver with red fins, similar to your bala with silver with black fins, but they don't get as big, I think 20 centimeters, so a big fish but not a giant fish. Much more appropriate for your for a big tank, but not, it doesn't need like a river to keep them happy. So very cool, unusual shark. Last box on this order, and green tiger barbs, gotta have them. Restock on those guys, green tiger barbs. Next is, what is it? Oh, harahara. Fish so nice they named it twice. It's a butterfly catfish called a harahara. Sounds like I got a stutter. Next is gold barbs. These are just the standard gold barbs, not the metallic, but they look awfully metallic to me. Beautiful fish. Get about 2.5, 3 inches, so a little bigger barb, but not giant. Nice choice for a larger community. Sturbides cory, my favorite warm water cory. They can get up to those 85-degree temperatures for your discus, so they're oftentimes paired that way. Another cory, this is a pygmy cory. Tiny little guys. These are tank raised ones. Been Paying a little bit more for tank raised pygmies, and they've been really holding up well too. So good choice on those, even though they're a buck more expensive. Here's some more guppies, if you can see them. Flamingos, again assorted fancy guppies. Saw those already. And here's some swordtails, a little pinch belly. This might need a little bit of work, but these are tricolor swordtails. And got 2 more bags here. One bag. Oh, this is a cool fish. Never seen these before. They're called a crimson flash rasbora. They're not a micro rasbora. They'll get 1.5 inches, even 2 inches. So there's a whole group of rasboras to get that size. But it's really striking color on those. Fantastic fish. Here's another fish. I may have had these once a really long time ago. These are a gymnochanda. They're a glass fish, kind of in the perch family. And these guys, yeah, they get the long spinners on the fins. Really beautiful fish. Phoenix glassfish is the common name they put under that guy. So another really rare, unusual fish. And that's it for this week's order from these guys. We got more coming actually just right now. And we're back. And we got 6 boxes here. I think 4 of them are saltwater and 2 are freshwater. Let's dig in, see what we got. Ought to be fun. Always fun. First thing up, we have dojos. Nice size. These are golden dojos. Fresh batch of those. Had somebody been waiting on dojos for a while. Hopefully they'll like those. Next is some ghost shrimp. Looks like they're all right. Yeah, got a big batch of ghost shrimp this week. Got 0 last week, so we got a bunch this week. Also got a bunch of tissue cultures on this order. Mosses. Can't really see them through the cups, but mosses and some of the fancy stuff. Tissue cultures are just 18 bucks a culture. You got some really cool stuff, so check those out. Here's some snails, a couple snails I've never had before. This is a gold white rabbit snail, which I have never had, so that's a new one to me, as far as I know. I'll look it over and see if it looks familiar. This is a nearite snail, I believe. Got tiger nearites, got tigers and zebras in here. And then I got another snail I've never had too, so we're kind of rock and rolling the snails. Oh, here they are. These are piano snails. Why they call them a piano snail, I don't know. Kind of looks like a sphyxy snail. See if I got a scientific on those. No, it wasn't the same scientific, but it looks very similar to those. Next is those zebra nearites, I promised you. So there, those are. And that's 1 box down. I don't want to be. Stick those back in there. Make room and do it all over. Super stoked about these tissue cultures. They've been coming in super nice. All right. Next up, we have bags of fish. Imagine. Who's in here? That is Nile biker or biker leopardi. Got a group of those. Got a pretty good price on them actually. Screaming good price. Maybe that'll be our Black Friday sale. Will be leopardi bikers for like they used to be $100 a piece, and we got them for like 30 bucks. Ridiculously cheap for a cool biker. Gonna be big, but very cool. These are albino dwarf frogs. Gotta have them, gotta love them. And gold Chinese algae eaters, tiny, but gonna be monsters someday. This is some koi cats. I don't normally order kois from these guys, but I thought I'd give them a try. These are Melinis. Melinis or Métis? Or Métis, excuse me. Métis and Melinis are your bandit koi. Super fun. White with a black stripe. We should probably show these guys too. Puffers. These are figure 8 puffers. Figure 8 puffers are a brackish puffer, kinda. They collect more often in freshwater, but they say they do well with a really low salt level. A little better than just straight freshwater. Probably about the same as our hard water here. Here's some more of those leopardi bikers. I told you we had 4 of them, so there they are. And that's that order. Drop that over there, and let's get into the saltwater. Gotta get cheers from the audience. Yay! Applause! Got another studio audience today. We love it when people stop by. Check out what we got. Speaking of what we got, this is very cool. It's one of those little sexy dancer shrimp. I don't know if you can see them in there. I lost it. But sexy dancers do the little booty dance. It's half a dozen of those, and they single bag them. So we're gonna have a lot of these empty looking bags. Hopefully they did well. Can't really see them. They're tiny. They're only about an inch long, kind of like the neocaridina as far as size goes, smaller. Let's see, here's a boxfish. This is a black boxfish female. First time I've gotten one of those in. We've gotten yellow boxes, but this is a black box. Very cool, interesting little boxfish. Hey, what are you doing in the corner, dude? That's a hippo tang, or another word for the Pacific blue tang. Keeps shoving himself in the corner. But they do aquaculture on those guys, and they're a lot better choice than they used to be. Used to be just pretty much a death set the same time you bought them, but nowadays you seem to be able to do better with them. These, again, are another sexy dancer. Got a lot of shrimp on this order, so lots to go here. Speaking of which, we got a special on fire shrimp too. We got these guys like half price. Last time I paid way too much for them. Now we got a big group of fire shrimp, and we'll call those another special at Big River. I'm going to start right now doing Black Friday because it's Black Friday month everywhere, isn't it? Heart guy hawkfish, another cool dude. Hey, Tom. You know, if you want, we can just check you out for it tomorrow. Heart guy hawkfish is fantastic. Love hawkfish. They don't have a swim bladder, that's why they run around on the bottom. Carpenter's flasher wrasse, a beautiful fish. Had a little trouble getting them to come in well, but this one made it just fine, so fantastic. Flasher wrasse is one of the not aggressive wrasses. Oh, look at you and all your tentacles. This is Walton Indian Ocean lion. Walton lion, of course, is the big variety, not one of the dwarfs. Next up is another fire shrimp, because we got lots of fire shrimp to look at. Got a big bunch of those this time. And a couple of these guys too. These are algae blennies, or lawnmower blennies. Gotta have them for your extra algae in your tank. They'll eat that like crazy. We got one in our reef tank that's fat enough it looks like it's gonna explode. Next up is a mandarin goby. Remember, mandarin gobies need tiny, tiny things to survive. They have to have a lot of copepods, or they'll eat brine shrimp, and you can get them switched over to mysis if they can figure out how to use it. Oh wow, they're huge. A blue Linkia star. The last one I got in was this big. This guy's huge. Blue Linkias are actually reef safe, so a cool starfish. All starfish are cool, but that one's actually reef safe. I think we got 2 stars on this order. I'm excited to see the other one. You can be excited with me. This is my excited voice. I hope you recognize it. Next up is boxfish. I did that joke already. More fire shrimp. And more fire shrimp. And more fire shrimp. I love fire shrimp, as you might have noticed. And more fire shrimp. Let's see. And more shrimp. This is cleaner shrimp. Got a good price on cleaner shrimp this week. So stocked up also. Good time for you guys to get a discount back to a normal price on these guys rather than the inflated, can't find them price. Oh, that's something totally different. Tiny little guys. Something didn't make the trip. These are pajama cardinals. Hopefully some of them made the trip because they were special order. They look a little rough. They're little baby aquaculture pajama cardinals. And it looks like that was a 2 out of 6 kind of deal. Not so good. We hate that. Here's a flame angel. Last one we ordered did not make the trip, so this one did. Fantastic. Having that experience. And a flame hawkfish. Another one of those swim bladderless fish. Flame hawks, bright red. And so happy to have that to share. There's another one of those cleaner shrimp. Oh, the other starfish. That's big too. Look at that. Oh wow. So cool. It's called an African red tip starfish. Have a white purple background with red tips. Very, very cool starfish. What I got? This is orange tip wall hammer. It looks kind of rough in the bag, so hopefully it's in better shape than it looks. Nice sized piece if it's in good shape, but I got my suspicions there. That might be a loss. That'd be too bad. Those are fantastic. There. 2 more boxes here. We'll rip them out real quick. A few more coral in here. And some more fish. bit of a restock after we hadn't bought stuff in a little while. These firefish, got a few of these, got a good price on them too, so super cool firefish. And who's that? Tiny. Neon blue cleaner goby. And it's an aquaculture guy. He looks like Fry. He's super tiny, but super cool. I like him. This in here, we have another frag. This is clove polyps. These are green mini clove polyps. That's a nice little bundle of those, actually. Those are really good. Here's bicolored pseudochromis. Gotta love them. Or bicolored dotty back, they'll call them. Some of your dotty backs are real jerks. The bicolors and the magentas aren't too bad. There's another green clove polyp. So super cool on that also. And another cleaner shrimp. Got some doubles on some of the corals this week too, so they're getting good prices. Like, well, I might as well buy them. Star metallic green mini. Got a good price on these. Oftentimes these are on the spendy side, so I was able to get some small colonies for a pretty approachable price. So why not? Another firefish. And another sexy dancer shrimp. Why? Because we like them. What are you? You're an orange spotted prawn goby. It's one of those sleepers. Super cool. Goby. Got a couple gobies on this order too. I like this guy, Watchman goby. This is a false Watchman. I'm hidden in the corner there. I don't know if you can see him. They call him a false yellow spotted Watchman goby. Pretty good price on that as well. Another dancer shrimp. Is he who has the most dancer shrimp. And there's another sailfin or algae plenty. Lawnmower plenty, lots of names. Amazing results. Firefish, another one of those. And more metallic star polyps. Let's see, who else do we have? Star polyps. Can't see much in there, but it's star polyps, I swear. And a Watchman goby, a diamond Watchman. So very cool. And snails. Gotta have snails. These are the bumblebee snails. They're good at eating those little vermiculid, or however you pronounce those little snails that create those spiny shells that get on your corals. Scooter blenny, little oscillated scooter blenny. Very cool. Not as hard to keep generally as the mandarin gobies, but the same genus. Scooter blenny, I call it a scooter goby. Now, somebody's going to tell me what the difference between a goby and a blenny is. I mean, they're both bottom fish. Let's see, more coral. This is a tunicate, actually, not a coral. Tunicate is a very ancient form of life. Really interesting natural history on those. When I saw them show up for relatively cheap, I thought, gotta have it. Green mini clove polyp. That's the third one of those. We had three, so that's all of those. What else do we got here? That's another tunicate, I bet. Yep, sure enough. Sea squirt is the other word for that. Tunicate sea squirt. Very cool. Big bag. What's in the big bag? Uh-oh. Did I do it? I did it. We have a very little fish in a very big bag. That is a little purple tang. I got another one. I got the big guy over there still. Doing good. Actually, we have a little outbreak in that tank, but he sailed through it. But then I had a chance to get little ones, and I did. I got a couple of them. So there's another itty bitty purple tang. Price on them was fantastic. The health on them have been great. So I went ahead and splurged and I bought 3 of them. So everybody can have a little bitty purple tang. I think everybody should have it. Very cool fish. Let's see. Spiny box fish. This is a special order. Hopefully he's in good shape, better than the cardinals. If I can find him. There he is. Boxbur is a type of puffer. He's like all pissed off. Look at him looking all cute. Our little Valenti puffer puffed up in the tank the other day. I was like, what are you puffing about, dude? I was wondering if this guy was puffed up. I don't think so. I think he's just fat. Very cool little boxbur puffer. Let's see, another algae plenty. I've seen one of those before. Why not? And another big bag. Who's in the big bag? Oh, that's a Kleiner butterfly. I've been getting a lot of these because they're great on Aptasia. Beautiful fish. Get one a bit smaller than this one in our reef tank, but if you don't have Aptasia eater, they're a good choice. Wallhammer metallic green. Let's see if this one looks better than the other one did. Yeah, this one looks a lot better. So I think that other one may well have been a loss, but we got at least one good one for sure. There's another type of dotty back. This is a diadem purple stripe, or diadem purple stripe. Kind of a variation on a theme there. Cool little thing. Just a couple left here. Let's see what the last things in the box are. That's another coral. This is a Bowerbanki A can. Love the A cans. They're an LPS, of course. And then this is the last tunicate. It's not a coral. It's a tunicate. Sea squirt. Just watch your eyeballs. And that's it for this week's order.